I'm gonna change my name here.
Hmm. I wonder, did you log in under me?
I did to grab emails.
Okay. Can you see me?
Uh-huh.
I don't know why it's doing this to me. It's giving me like a weird view. All right. We only have two people, Jackie and some iPhone. I guess
All
so.
right, well, let's do it.
Do, 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 do. Hello, hello.
Hey there, how was your weekend?
My weekend was a whirlwind. How about you?
Oh, same.
Yeah.
Doing it again this weekend, so last tournament, so
Okay. All right. Yeah, we were out in Vegas for a charity golf outing. One of the charities that we sponsor. So it was my first time in Vegas, and it was a lot. It was great, amazing, but definitely a lot.
fun and successful?
Yeah, yeah, it was.
Perfect.
Yeah, it was all good.
Good.
Everything is successful if you have the right attitude, you know.
Yeah, you're right.
How's things on that end with all the
Well, I
virus?
just it's 2 point or 10.2 now.
Yeah.
The people are still watching it and sharing it. There's a lot of people sharing it that I don't even know how to find who's sharing it. But we just posted we went to I call it's Bull Run on the way back from a soccer tournament last weekend, and we just reenacted it. Said we'll do that if we ever hit 10 million, and we did. So
That's cool. Yeah, I just saw that right before I got on here. That's awesome.
I don't know what to do next. Like I don't know if I should gear it towards American what we're doing or just keep sharing this silly stuff.
90-10.
I know, I know.
That's what you do.
Figured the shirt he's wearing a shirt that has American on it, so maybe that'll stick it in.
Yeah. And I've got some new ideas as far as like things you can add to your website that can focus on more on the 10%. That
Uh-huh.
would be a value there. Like the 10% is valuable on your web, but it's not valuable on social.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like
Okay.
it's important to document your processes and all the things that you do and the products that you offer and how you came about them and how you create them and how you offer them. And so I've got some ideas on what we can create for that. But to get people into the ecosystem, we have to create content that is interesting, and no one really cares about what we do.
No, I really don't.
We
Well,
got some,
awesome. I look forward to that.
yeah, we got some more people rolling in. Wait like 2 more minutes just to make sure everybody that wants to be here can be here. Ginger is here. Hello, Ginger. And then we have an iPhone user that's here. Hello, iPhone. Where's Android? Maybe they kind of broke up or something. Hey, what's up?
Hey,
How's it going?
oh, it's going.
Let's go. It looks cold. Are you cold right now? You look cold.
No, it's kind of chilly outside. I'm not sure why I have a sweater on.
I was working earlier because I was in Vegas for like 3 days and I came back to Ohio and it's snow on the ground and not a lot, but just enough. I hadn't seen it since a while, you know, and I didn't miss it, but had a hoodie on, I'm a hoodie up, trying to work. It's terrible. Suffering for the Lord over here. All right. Well, we'll go ahead and get rolling, and then I'll kind of share what I had in my mind to share tonight. And then at the end of this, I will open it up to any questions about marketing or your online presence that you may have. And this is being recorded so I can remember what I said, number one, and number two, so I can share it with y'all later, share the replay with you. So if you ever have nothing else to do, you could always go back and watch it. So tonight, just a little background for those who may not know who I am and why I'm here is I am Adam Loomis, and I started a marketing agency about 9 years ago with the goal of helping business owners connect to their target audience online. And a lot of people have great ideas and great services and great products, but you don't know how to connect to people that you're trying to sell those services and products to, then you're not going to have any success. So there's a method to how to connect to people and how to present yourself that a lot of people miss. And so the last 10 years, just a little, not a pat on my back, but just to give some cred, we've reached over 140 million people in the last 12 months through our clients' accounts organically without having to run any ads. And we have Jackie on here who's recently had a video go over 10.2 million people. And that's Jackie, how long ago was that? That wasn't that long ago, like 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks ago. Kind of listening to what you had to say and put it into action. And it was good to see that. It's always good to see success. So tonight's topic, before we get into the question and answer, is understanding the importance of organic social in an ad-driven world. The more ads exist, the more important organic social is to counteract the ads. Ads exist because people aren't listening. So we have to pay to get people to listen. We have to pay to shove our concepts and ideas and products and services in front of them. And so the more people are running ads, the more expensive those ads become. And if everybody's running an ad, then all things are equal. No one stands out of the crowd. And so businesses are just purging money and getting less and less results from ad spend to try to get the attention of everyone online. And the goal of marketing is to get people's attention. That's it. That's why crazy billboards work. That's why funny ads back in the day in the newspaper worked. Remember the classified ads? People would post weird stuff just to get a rise out of people because they're just trying to get people's attention. And once you get their attention, then you have the opportunity for a conversation. And that's why I wrote the book called Conversational Marketing, because it's about the moment of conversation. But businesses decided to choose conversion over conversation, not caring about the person, but just trying to get the money. And when you don't care about the person, you just try to get the money, you lose both. But if you care about the conversation over the conversion, you get both. And that's where people mess up. So when we think about our outward marketing presence, we need to think, how much am I pushing my stuff versus how much am I trying to communicate to the person that I want to communicate to? And if you're trying to get conversion first, if you're thinking about what my ROI is, or you're thinking about how can I turn this piece of content into something that makes me money, then you're missing the entire point. And you're wasting your time, which I don't know about you guys, but time is very valuable. And it doesn't seem like there's enough time in the day to get everything done. And so we have to be effective as possible in order to accomplish the most. And so we need to focus in our businesses and our online presence. And I don't know, Ginger, what you're doing, and I don't know, brother, what you're doing with what business you have, but the number one goal is to create connection. So in my book that just came out on Amazon, which I'm really proud of, Conversational Marketing, look it up and buy it because I did a lot of work on that thing. It'll really help you. I talk about the 90-10 rule, which 90% of our content should be that we create and post should be to get attention, to engage with our audience, to create an attraction to our brand through non-pushy sales. Because I don't know about you, there's nothing I loathe more than high pressure sales. I don't know if you've ever been in a room where you've been high pressured. It's not comfortable. It's very awkward. You can't wait to say no, but they want to make you feel bad, so you don't say no, so you say yes to something. Well, that's not what I want to be. I actually want to provide value to people, and I want people to want to work with me and want to work with my brand, not feel like they got pressured into it. So that's my goal, is to provide value to people, and that should be your goal. Is when you post content, it should be to engage, to entertain, to start a conversation, and then 10% of the content we create can be about our stuff, can be about what we sell, what we offer, the services we provide, whatever it is you do. The more that ads are present, the more important organic social will be. And as you scroll through social now, you'll notice in your For You pages or whatever platform you choose to spend the most of your time on, you'll notice that you see a lot of content that is from pages that you don't follow. They're suggested accounts. And the reason you see the suggested accounts is because they are accounts that the algorithms think you'll like based on what you've interacted with in the past. They think that you like this stuff. So the fact that I went golfing this weekend, they knew that. So the last 3 days, I have seen nothing but golf and Vegas ads because I was in Vegas. So that is all I see right now, is because they're trying to get me to come back to Vegas. They think I want to go back to Vegas, and I do not want to go back to Vegas for a long time, because Vegas is a whole lot, and you get a couple of days there and you're good for about 5 years. But they think I want that, so they show me that content. If we create content that people are interested in, not what we're interested in, but what we think people are interested in, then the algorithms will organically push that out for us, and we will show up as a suggested page to follow. And as we do that, more and more people will engage with our brand. And it's not an overnight thing. It's not just a set it, forget it, and I can run an ad, I can spend money, and just leads are going to swarm into me. Because really, when people spend marketing dollars, what they're saying is, hey, I want to take this marketing dollar I give you, and I want you to give me 10 of it back. And I wish I was that good, because if I was that good, I'd be giving me money all the time to multiply that money. But it takes a lot of work, it takes a lot of energy, it takes a lot of effort. And as Jackie has known and seen, it's the craziest things that you don't think will actually do anything is the thing that stands out above the crowd. I mean, if she got 10.2 million views, that was just on the one post, but Instagram and all the other things, I mean, with the shares, and there was one account right away that had over a million views on Instagram that reposted it. So we're into the 15, 16 million view counts on one post. That means 15 to 16 million people saw her content without her having to spend a dime, other than the fact that she goes, let's just create entertaining stuff that I think is funny with my family, my kids, whatever the case may be. And let's post that. And that's the thing that took off. So that means 15 to 16 million people have seen her brand name, American. That's a lot. Imagine if you had to pay for that as an ad spend. It would be hundreds of thousands of dollars. And so people go, well, did that turn into more sales? Well, did it turn into more visibility? Yes. Can visibility eventually turn into more sales? Absolutely. But I'd rather have 10.2 million people see my stuff and get nothing than nobody see my stuff and I still get nothing, because it's going to allow me to get in front of more people. And as I get in front of them and they interact with me, guess what? They are going to start seeing my other content. And I keep producing, I keep creating, I keep posting. I don't give up in well doing. I keep fighting. I keep thinking outside the box. The thing that I think is stupid, that's the thing I should post, not the thing that I think is great, because that thing won't work at all. It's the randomness of life is what often becomes the greatest parts of our life. It's those unexpected encounters. It's the guy you ran into the grocery store you weren't expecting and you got a deal. It's because when we think outside the box, that's when we can kind of tap into the creative power of not only God, but the gift that's inside of us. Because when God gave you the idea for your business, it wasn't one dimensional. It wasn't just here it is, figure it out. He wants to help us along the way and help us with creative ideas and give us wisdom on what to do and what not to do. And so she saw massive success, not trying to run ads, but trying to create connection. So we must focus on creating organic content, because it's going to be the thing that separates brands in the next 5 to 6 years. Brands that are not consistent doing this will absolutely disappear. So if you're worried about your Google ranking, if you're worried about, paying to get, SEO and all the technical things that you think are going to get you to the top of the pack, I would erase that from my brain. If somebody asked me, what is the one thing I need to do in my marketing? You can only pick one thing. What would it be? Organic social would be the thing that I would absolutely lean into. I wouldn't care about SEO. I wouldn't care about all that stuff. I wouldn't run another ad. I wouldn't do any of it. I would go all in on creating organic content, because that is the thing that is going to live forever in the algorithm. And we could post something, today, and then 6 months from now, that thing that we posted could take off and millions of people could see it and interact with it. Who knows? But if we don't post, we have no chance of that happening. And Jackie's heard me say this analogy before, but some of you may have not. Every time we post a piece of content, it's like pushing a little surfer guy out in the ocean. And he's just there hanging out, treading the water, waiting for the waves to come. And every piece of content is another little surfer dude just floating in the algorithm ocean, waiting for that to ride that wave. And then the wave comes. We don't know how big the wave will be. We don't know when the wave will come, but if the wave comes, that surfer guy can roll up to that wave and ride that wave. Some waves are bigger than others, but if you have content in the water, you can ride waves. If you ain't got no content, guess what? Those waves are crashing without you. They're coming without you. And I'd rather be in the game than sitting on the sideline wishing I was in the game or complaining that I'm not getting any traction. Nobody's buying my stuff. Well, what are we focusing on? Are we focusing on conversion? Or are we focusing on connecting? That should be our focus. And I know everybody wants to make money. I get it. We all want people to buy our thing. And I had a meeting today with a local company. They sell water, which to me is an amazing thing that people sell water. But it's a water purification company, and they deliver the big water jugs to businesses and to homeowners and stuff that have nasty water, I guess. And he was like, "How do I get more people to know about my water?" And so I preached this whole message to him, and I was like, we have to understand the purpose of our presence. Our purpose of our presence is not to sell, but to connect and build that relationship. Because most people, if you think about it, they get referrals based on word of mouth. And everybody has said for centuries, and not centuries maybe, but for the last 100 years at least, that word of mouth is the best marketing, and it still is. When you have a good experience with a business, you'll often make sure you tell other people about that. And vice versa, if you have a bad experience with the business, quite apt to tell other people about that too. That's why Google reviews exist. Most people don't read the positive ones, they go straight to the negative ones because for some reason we're built that way to just our flesh is terrible. We got to crucify that stuff and become more encouragers. But we need to focus in on what actually is the thing that's going to get us there. So I know we want to sell more water, but how do we do that? We got to quit talking about the need to sell more water and become a human and let people meet us. And I gave him the analogy of like, you don't walk into a networking event and just scream out as soon as you get into the door that you sell water and you should buy my water. It's the purest water ever. There's no water greater than my water. You don't do that. If you did that, you'd probably be asked to leave immediately. You normally go up to somebody and you stick your hand out and you shake their hand and you introduce yourself and begin to build a conversation that hopefully will lead to a rapport and a relationship. And then at that moment, maybe, just maybe, you have a chance to talk about your water. Everybody wants to talk about their thing first, and I get it, but we have to understand let's connect to the person in front of us before we try to sell our stuff. And if we believe God is with us and not against us, and I know He is, then He's going to open the right doors at the right time with the right people, and the opportunities will come. And it's going to come in ways that you don't expect it to come. Man makes plans, but God gives the reply. And I can look back over my life and say, I don't even know how in the world I am here today. I have no idea because my plan was way different. I had it all mapped out in my brain, but every day brought new opportunity and challenges. And sometimes I zigged when I should have zagged and went up when I should have gone down or whatever the case may be. But here I am. God's been faithful, and I wouldn't trade it. I wouldn't trade anything. Vestal Goodman used to sing she wouldn't trade anything for her journey now. If you don't know that reference, you look it up and you'll be happy you did because her hair is crazy. Vestal Good, old gospel singer. But God has given us an idea, a service, a mission, and I know He wants to help us get it out there, but we have to be strategic about it. And so if you leave with anything tonight, don't focus on conversion, focus on conversation, create organic social. And I wouldn't, if you're thinking about I need to run ads, I need to run ads, I need to run ads to get people out to see my stuff, then I would encourage you to stop running ads and to focus all in on organic social. And then once you get traction on organic social, then very strategically, with very clear expectations in your brain so you don't get discouraged on an ad that you can run that would be directly towards a call to action that you can track. So there is my rant for the evening. Before I open up for questions, I do want to let you know Sergio has partnered with us to offer our services to business owners in their network. And if you're interested in talking to me directly on how we can work together, just let me know in the chat, and I'll send you a calendar link, and you can get some time with me. And I'd love to hear more about your business and what you're doing and all the fun things. But I'll go ahead and actually put my calendar link in the chat just because I know people sometimes don't want to do it, step up first. It's all right. But if you ever need to schedule time with me, there's my link, and I'd love to help you. I'm here to help you in your online presence do well. I've learned a lot. I've done a lot. I've done a lot of wrong things, but I've done a lot of right things, and I want to help you do well. So there's my calendar link. If you're interested in working with us, book some time with me. All my availabilities in there. It's the only way I keep my life straight is by doing that, because I will miss appointments all day long. But if you have any questions with anything I've said, or if you have something that's on your mind about marketing, now is the time. We got about 10 minutes left, so roll with it if you got it. I'm here to answer anything I can. Anybody want to go first? That's the hardest part, is somebody going first.
I will. How many times can we bug you in your calendar?
Till I turn it off.
Okay.
No, y'all reach out. It's fine. Any other questions?
So I know you're talking about organic content, and that's kind of my whole business, or at least where it starts, because I hate this term, but influencer. And like that's where I connect with my audiences, like TikTok, Facebook, stuff like that. And I have a homesteading channel. So, and as far as like the little surfer dude reference, that was a fantastic analogy, because what cracks me up is like stuff that I posted a year and a half ago. That's what people are liking, commenting, and sharing right now. And I'm like, that's not even that was a year ago, yeah. But all right, cool. Y'all be feel free to do that. So like that's kind of what you're talking about, is like being able to go from that to being able to convert that to something later.
Yeah. I mean, the idea is to connect to our audience, right? And get them engaged with us so they stay in our ecosystem. We don't want people just like liking one post. Like likes and follows and stuff that used to matter a lot more. It doesn't matter as much anymore.
Hmm.
It's view time and the amount people stop scrolling, right? And actually watch our video or whatever content we have. Because the algorithms track all that. And the more people are staying on our content, the more they'll suggest our content, regardless of whether they liked or commented or anything like that. Those are additional hooks, but the first hook we should focus on is capturing them long enough so they can stay and watch our video. And then once we do that, then we'll be suggested to new people, like I talked about, that are interested in the things that we're talking about. And people get messed up because they're just like, I need to get the people that follow me to buy my thing or whatever the call to action is. But I would, I know we want people to buy our stuff. Like I want people to work with me, and every one of us wants to have our own goals pushed forward financially and all the things. It's like, but actually, how do we do that? Because obviously what we're doing sometimes, and the reason we try to do other things is because it isn't working. So what do I do? What do I do? And I think the best chance that we have is just by being real, being authentic, and just opening our lives up and letting people connect to us in a comfortable way. And when people are comfortable around our content, then they're going to want to, stay. And then when they stay, they're going to want to talk about what we do, because that we have that relationship. So that's, I think, the cool thing is, and especially like I said, the algorithms don't care what day you posted it. And everybody used to say you got to post on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I'm pretty sure you could take one day and just throw 30 pieces of content up back to back to back, and you'll probably get more interaction than if you just once a day, once a day, once a day, once a day. Now I believe in consistency, and I think that's once a day, once a day, once a day, once a day is a good rhythm to follow, but it's not the metric of success. We just need to create good content, and good is relative, but good means it's from my heart, it's what I'm feeling, it's what I'm trying to communicate. That's good. And then once we do that, at least we have the satisfaction that we're being real. And if nobody relates to that, let's do it again. Let's do it again. Let's do it again. And stay away from the trends and the fads just to try to blend into the crowd. An influencer is an influencer because they did something someone else didn't do, and people are following them. And if you're just trying to grab the scraps, you're not being an influencer. You're just being a bottom feeder. I'm trying to lead. I'm trying to let people engage with me. I'm a business owner. I'm not a business follower. I'm trying to stand out in the crowd. How do you stand out? You do something different than everybody else is doing. Like, just if you're in a particular industry and you see all the other competitors' content, everybody's worried about what their competitors are doing. I don't care what my competitors are doing. They're doing whatever they're doing. I can't influence it anyways. I just need to focus on what I'm doing and what I'm trying to say and figure out a way to actually communicate that to the people I'm trying to get to. So that's a good amen point right there. Any other, any other
Good.
questions?
Well, I have a little bit of a testimony actually, like just since the last few weeks that I've been listening to you,
Yeah.
I started doing more organic stuff. Like last Friday, I think Friday morning, I was on the way to Surge Protection,
Mm-hmm.
like on taxes and stuff. And so
Yeah.
I did like a 1 minute video just recording myself on the way there that I'm um I was having a good morning, and so I just let that come through, and I shared that I'm going to Central Iowa to learn about tax strategies so that I can, like, I think I said something like, so I can use the money, more of the money I made this year to build a better business to better serve my community.
Mm.
And like, I actually got a message through that. And for a building, and I gave the guy a quote today. It sounds pretty favorable. So that was
That's
that was
awesome.
fun.
And see, that's the idea. We get both. We get the conversation and the conversion, and that's good.
Mhm.
That's good. That's what we want.
I was pretty fired up about it, and it takes all the pressure off it. I've always hated trying to sell. Like I'm the same as you. Like I hate pushy salesmen,
Yeah.
and I've always hated doing that. And so this makes it way more fun and less pressure.
Yeah, it's almost you have to go into the attitude of I don't care if I get the deal. I want the relationship. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Because maybe they weren't, you don't know what their circumstances are, and maybe they're not in a position to buy anyways or to engage anyways, but maybe they know somebody who is. And how you left them, how you made them feel is what they'll remember the most. And so when they could talk to somebody else in their world that needs the same thing, then they'll remember how they felt around you. And then you're the person they'll recommend. People forget that. They just all in, I gotta sell, 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 sell. No, you don't. Try not to
Yeah.
sell. If I never had to sell again, I'd be okay with it. I talk myself out of deals because I want to make sure I'm providing actual value to people, not just selling them something in bulk so I can just say I check the mark and move on. Because we're accountable for the things that we do and we offer, and we have to respect and understand that because it's a sacred thing to work and partner with people on any level. And I'm a believer that we stand before God one day and give an account for how we treat people, right? And so do unto others as you'd have them do to you, and that's part of my process too. I just want to see people helped, which is a good thing. Cool. Any other questions? We got like 4 minutes. Anything else?
You should sell your book again.
I should sell my book again.
Hmm? Put it out there. You got a copy? I know you do.
I don't actually. I just gave it away.
No way.
Yeah, I do have a book. It's on Amazon. If you type in conversational marketing, I don't even have the link. Hold on. Let me get the link real quick. It's my thesis on marketing and actually how to um, connect to people. And if you've never heard of it before, you're new to this, which is fine. I love meeting new people. The reason I wrote it is because I just got tired of repeating myself over and over again. And I think this is a good place for people to start. And I would just encourage everybody, if you want to build something, then you need to read this book just because it gives you a foundation of proper expectations because people get so discouraged because what they thought would happen didn't. And this is a good place to start. One of the chapters is no one cares about you, which is the most encouraging thing anybody ever told me because that means I have to care about me and I have to care about other people and not worry about what they feel about me. And when you do that, you get both. It's the same thing. You get the connection and the conversion. So there's a lot of, you can hear, like if you listen to me at all, if you go listen to my podcast on my website, adamloomismarketing.com, you'll hear my brain just being me. I'm very lighthearted and I love to laugh and love to joke because I think life is short and we should be happy more often and not be so serious and not overthink everything. Hence the reason Jackie's content went crazy, because she didn't overthink it and it was lighthearted and fun. And because people in the world need more of that with everything. Everybody talks about how serious it is today, how bad it is today. Well, it's always been bad. And, people need love, they need kindness, they need joy just as much now as ever. And so we are in a unique position. Like, we have phones in our hand where we can actually create content to encourage other people. Imagine that. So be nice to people. Think nice. Don't just try to sell your stuff all the time. Ask people how they're doing. Ask them if they're okay. We overthink this thing way too much. But the link's in the chat, and again, it's for sale now, which I hate almost, because I've been giving away for a while. But yeah, if you want to buy it, it's cool. I appreciate it, but I think you'll like it. I'm working on the audiobook too, so if people don't like to read, I'm working on the audiobook. I'm hoping to have that done by the end of the month. Yeah, I just have to find time in my day to do that. So if we can just pray that the Lord would give us more hours in the day or something, or give us the ability to function on less sleep, that'd be good. Or increase the dosage of caffeine in the coffee that I drink so I can stay awake longer. That'd be good too. But thank you guys for coming. Sarah is going to send a replay of this out to everybody tomorrow. And we'll be making a big announcement regarding our ALM community. We're opening up a community just kind of where we'll have events like this on a weekly basis, which will be more teaching on specific topics. And then we'll have a place for you guys to ask questions and engage. We'll be creating a lot of content, creating a lot of conversation. And that is coming very, very, very soon. I'm very, very excited about that. And that will give everybody an opportunity to be in the room and hear from us and kind of learn from everyone else's successes. I mean, Jackie's story is a place of success that people can use as encouragement, that it doesn't work, but that there's opportunity for visibility if we just take the right approach and strategy. So be looking for that. We've got your email now, so we're not going to spam you, but we are going to tell you what we're doing. And I think it'll be a help to you. So God bless. And yeah, I look forward to next. We'll be doing this every Monday night. We got messed up this week because I was in Las Vegas golfing and it overlapped, but it was worth it. It was a military charity event called Guns Garen. Well worth it. Great event. Even though I'm not good at golf, I did better than I usually do. So maybe that was, I don't know, a sign I should move out west or something. But all right, guys, thank you for coming. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your Wednesday, and make sure you remember my calendar link there and save that. So yeah, that's good. That's good, Sarah. All the IG handles. That's good. We'll make sure we follow all your IG stuff too. And make sure you follow us on social as well. My social channel is just Adam Loomis, ADAMLOOMIS on everything. I started early. I got my name right away. So it's all good. All right. God bless. We'll talk soon. You guys
Cool.
have a good night.
Thank
too.
you.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.